Ethereum made an all-time high for all of like 5 or 10 minutes, but now it looks like it's consolidating under that previous all-time high resistance and looks ready to explode. Meanwhile, Facebook announced the metaverse while Matt Damon is now leading an ad campaign for crypto.com, and everything metaverse is absolutely pumping. We're going to take a look at everything that's going on in this absolutely bananas market. Let's go.
Let's go.
What is up, everybody? I'm Scott Melker, also known as the Wolf of All Streets. Before we get started, please subscribe to the channel and then have 17 shots of tequila. And when you pass out and hit your face right on that like button. Don't do that, actually. Don't do that. That's irresponsible. And someone's going to probably report my video after they get alcohol poisoning. So maybe just don't do that. Maybe don't do that, but do something maybe that is similar to that. Because if you do that, we're going to be saying,
bye, Felicia.
Yeah, bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. One of my favorite sound bites of all time. How are you guys doing today? Yesterday and until this morning, I was out of internet for like 24 hours. Internet went out in our whole part of the city. And then it was like, hey, man, you know, just tether it to your phone. It's fine. And then my phone carrier, because of bad weather, also went out for about 10 hours. So I was enjoying my complete lack of internet, even while we saw that huge fat finger Bitcoin move yesterday. Was that yesterday? When price dumped like $5,000 in a minute and then pumped all the way back up. It's been an absolute nut show in the markets today. But let's take a look at what's going on. You guys, hello there. Hey, I see you guys. That's dope.
That's dope.
That's dope. Yo, Wolf, like the smash button. Yeah, we missed you yesterday. You know, didn't get the daily fix. I'm sorry, man. I know you got to take that Melker and just shoot it right into your arm. I'm like a hit of that China white. You know what I'm saying? Hit of that heron, China white heron. And then he says, N-word, please, like short sleeves, I bear arms. That was a Jay-Z lyric. He says, China white heron, N-word, please, like short sleeves, I bear arms. One of the greatest rap lyrics of all time. Let's go talk about actual things that you care about. Ethereum price hits all-time high after Altair upgrade. I'm not sure if it had to do with the upgrade or not, or if Ethereum was just due. But nobody's really talking about this Altair upgrade. We all talked about the London hard fork and the IP 1559 and the deflationary aspects. Well, Altair is really the first test of the new blockchain. It's a major step towards Ethereum 2.0 and kind of is a signal that, holy shit, this thing might actually work when we try to do this in 2022. We're seeing price react, but more importantly, this is just a major fundamental advancement in the move from proof of work to proof of stake. Every time I grill, I take a picture and I write proof of stake, STEAK, and it still hits like every time. That joke just hits. That joke just hits. I don't know why it still works. But here we go. Where's that money coming from? Well, Ethereum whales with 1 to 10 million ETH add 13.9% coins as Ether approaches all-time high. Once again, just like we saw with Bitcoin, it is the mega giga super whales that are buying Ethereum. And we talked about it, right? Whales have trouble buying because they don't have fingers. They have the big fins and they, you know, so they just buy a lot at a time. That's probably what happened when that guy fat fingered that order on Bitcoin yesterday. He was a whale and he was like, I need to sell, and then hit the button, couple extra zeros, whatever. Really hard for whales. So they just buy in big quantities because they can't, you know, do really small moves. But that's what's happening here. Large Ethereum holders have been adding to their wallets, and it's been extremely steady. Not even all at once, just dumping their money into ETH right now, right? Top whales, non-exchange ETH whales hold 5x more ETH than whales on exchanges, meaning that supply has been removed from the exchanges. Always good to see supply removed from where it can be sold, and of course, inches closer to its May peak, which we know just happened. Let's take a look at the chart. ETH, Bitcoin, right? We were talking about this just the other day, had this breakout. This was down here, and I was like, it'll probably close right at that blue line. It did. Now we flipped the EQ once again, which gives us a target. We're currently at 0.0708. Gives us a target up here at the top around 0.082. 0.082, we've been waiting for that for quite a while, to be quite honest. But this is a really nice breakout, really nice retest. It's support. And here we are, right? Played just the tip right there. Potential bearish SFP like we saw with Bitcoin on the weekly when it made an all-time high, right? It wicked above the all-time high, closed above on the daily, but on the weekly, not to be had. Here we are on the daily. I would love to see a close above that line. At least 4384.43 was the all-time high on Coinbase. But as I said, the real trade here now is to try to catch this into price discovery. You're buying into resistance at this moment. So, we want to see that line flipped. But if you zoom in, like, you can tell, like, look at this. This is the hourly. I don't usually zoom in like this for you. I haven't even looked at it, but I can just tell. I mean, this is like something like, something like a bull flag, whether it's exact or not, coming under the all-time high. When you see consolidation, you generally see expansion. Consolidation under resistance is usually gathering strength for that next move. This should absolutely pop. Let's move on to the Bitcoin. Bitcoin whales fuel this month's price jump. Kraken report says, yeah, like I told you. Whales, man. Whales are hungry. That's what it looks like when a whale eats. That was actually what it looks like when a cow, like, regurgitate, whatever. Biggest Bitcoin holders are accumulating more of the token, empowering its rally, according to a report by the research arm of a crypto exchange, also known as Kraken. It says holders of 100 Bitcoin or more, which are so-called whales, and a supply shock drove the increased network activity. We've seen it. We know that the number 3 whale, we've seen him a million times buying up everything, but this is across the board, guys. The big money is buying Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they have not stopped. What does that mean? Do you want to be the little fish that's getting eaten by the whale? Or do you want to be those little remora, whatever things they're called, the tiny ones that swim along the back of the whale and they ride the wave? I want to be surfing on the back of that whale, doing what the whale does. I do not want to get eaten by a whale. Microstrategy open to buying yet more Bitcoin after adding 9,000. Of course, we know that Michael Saylor wants to buy more Bitcoin. This is not even news, but kind of funny that they even reported it. But I mean, this guy holds a lot of Bitcoin. But most notably is the fact that he's saying, yeah, I'd be willing to raise more debt to do it again, because that's how he's funded all of these purchases, with junk bonds, basically. But we know that Michael Saylor ain't going to stop buying Bitcoin anytime soon. It's just not going to happen. Because right now, MicroStrategy is like this. I'm rich, bitch! Wharton Business School to accept tuition payment in Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is close to my heart. I'm a graduate of the University of Pennsylvania College of Arts and Sciences. While I did take classes in Wharton, I did not graduate from the Wharton Business School. But yeah, I mean, I was there. I was like in the building. And a pen degree is pretty cool. Stop disparaging my pen degree, guys. God, I'm not insecure about it or anything. Students who sign up for an online Wharton course called Economics of Blockchain and Digital Assets can pay in Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're giving a crypto class. They're letting you pay in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Really cool, actually. I mean, it would be amazing if they were doing this across the board for everything, but it's actually kind of we talk about 0 to 1 being the most difficult part and 1 to N being very easy. 0 to 1 is the school setting up the ability to accept these payments and actually being willing to do this, figuring out the tax implications of it, figuring out how that's going to work. So now that we know that Wharton can accept payments, custody it, do all that, means that inevitably we might start to see colleges move further in this. I love that my alma mater is taking the first step to do this. It is super sweet. I don't know what you guys are doing over here. Victoria, Kristen, can I join? What do you got? Join what? Oh, she's the president of the Michael Saylor fan club. She loves her. Kristen loves Michael Saylor. We all know that. It's a fact. And that's right, Michael Steven. It opens the door. If we're going to see universities, the hard part is being able to do it. It's not actually then moving on and accepting it for everything. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. Oh, SoCal Crypto. Kristen, I thought you were president of the Chamath fan club. That's right. We know that you like him too. Man, I don't know. You guys loving these guys with the B, the billionaires. Wonder why you like them. Like when you're rich, your coffee tastes better. You're more attractive to women. You smell great. Everybody knows that. It's how I feel when I win a fantasy football game. I wake up on Tuesday morning after Monday Night Football. I'm like, man, this coffee just tastes great. These dudes do that, but they're doing billions of dollars. Scrooge McDucking into their big vault. Oh, next story. El Salvador president buys a dip, add 420 Bitcoin to treasury. 420. Really, bro? Really? Right after we saw Sam Bankman-Fried raise $69,420,000 or whatever it was. Yeah, and Elon Musk and his cars, sexy. Well, El Salvador president buys 420. For those of you who don't know, maybe not American, 420 is when you do the doobies, as the old folks would say. When you roll up that hashish and do a doobie. Nayib Bukele, the president and self-described emperor of El Salvador, that's a joke. You shouldn't really say that. Has taken advantage of today's drop in Bitcoin, that was yesterday, to increase his country's Bitcoin reserves. Good to see El Salvador following through in the face of so much international pressure. They're not going to stop. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart real quick. Not really much to see, but I want to remind you, as it's Halloween in 2 days, October 31st, for those of you who are not American, maybe don't celebrate Halloween. It's when we dress our kids up as terrifying things. And when girls age 15 through 85 take every single thing you could possibly dress it up as and turn it sexier. Right? Just take it. You're like, oh, what are you? I work at a morgue, but I'm a sexy morgue worker. I'm a construction worker, but like a sexy construction worker. You guys know how it is. It's an excuse for women to bring out that little extra, and for our kids to whatever. I showed you guys my Halloween costumes of the past. My family, we were Toy Story. We did Game of Thrones. This year, it's a little more lame, more like Paw Patrol. Yeah, 15 to 85. Under 15, it's inappropriate, and over 85, it's inappropriate. But like right in the, I think like that like a 70-year gap, that's pretty much the wheelhouse right there, right? Yeah, this year it's going to be a little less exciting. We're Paw Patrol because the kids get to choose it now and whatever. Yeah, I should be Gollum. I should be Gollums for Halloweens. We want it. We need it. Okay, so listen, monthly chart, guys. It's going to close in 2 days. That's what we were talking about here, right? That ADD kicks, boy, kicks. So listen, we tapped this all-time high, broke it for a minute, but what's important here is we had these 6 candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all testing the EQ of this channel, right? This channel has never failed. Down, up, down, up, down. And every time it's flipped that EQ, it's made a trip to the top or bottom. Every time. Doesn't mean it will happen this time, but it's happened every single time. So we have some good, compelling evidence to make a decision on. Well, now we're very far from it. Unless we see a mega crash back to below 43,000 to end the month. I don't think that's going to happen. We are targeting the top of this channel. Always zoom out. Keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind, guys, right? Yeah, Chase is on the case. Chase is on the case. I think my daughter's Chase. I think my son is Marshall. I'm Ryder. And I think my wife is Sky. I think. Although her Sky costume, it has wings, and it's a kid's costume. She tried to put her arms in, and the wings are there. So if she's going to be in the Sky costume, she's going to have to be like Ricky Bobby and Talladega Nights. I don't know what to do with my hands because the wings are under her elbows. So I don't know. She might have to improvise, do something else. Here we are, right? The fake out on the Head and Shoulders. Right? We saw that. We talked about that. Completely broke above. Here's that fat finger order. On Bitstamp, it went to 56,419. That's an indication that this happened on Bitstamp, and that's where the whales trade the most, because on other exchanges, it went down to like 57.6, 57.7, 58. So those all followed, obviously, this fat finger order. But that's it. Look at that wick. Look at that candle. That 4-hour candle closed higher than it opened, with price dropping in that candle from 61,500 to 56,443. Holy wow. Holy wow. That's pretty bananas, guys. Ooh, Mike just did a thing. I saw it. That's Mike, my producer, just doing stuff to make it more interesting. I'm not interesting, and he made it. He was like, what does this look like? That was cool. That's cool. Did you see my big face with the little chart? That was awesome. Do it again, Mike. Do it again. Come on, you can do it. Ah, there it is. Someone here. Okay, go back. Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. Anyways, so look, the 4-hour 50 MA obviously providing a lot of resistance here. And that was sort of the key line this whole run up all the way from 42, right? And it's been a key line many times. Every time it was tested, well, we lost it here. We want to get back up above that if you're an MA trader. But I think it looks like, we pumped up here, a little bullish consolidation. Hopefully we will head up. We'll see. Now moving on. We got to talk about this SHIB again. This wallet bought $8,000 worth of SHIB, now holds $5.7 billion. I know some of these stories are like 2 days old because I wasn't here yesterday, but this is still worth talking about because this is actually happening. Like, here it is. Guy bought $8,000 worth of SHIB in August. It's currently worth $4.8 billion. making him one of the wealthiest human people on the entire planet. What? Interesting. This can happen in crypto. My argument's always been like, if you bought $1,000 worth of SHIB, you probably sold it at $2,000. Well, this dude somehow has been riding it, leading me to believe that he's probably a dead person. Probably a dead person since he hasn't been selling. Like, you're not going to sell some of it. Like, you need some liquidity. Like, it's not like you can just sell $4.8 billion worth of SHIB on the open market. You'd think you'd start doing it. But apparently, yeah, apparently still accumulating. Yeah, exactly. Try selling that 8.5 billion of SHIB. But my gosh, whatever. Nice nose hairs on the zoom in. Are they bad? Are they bad? Those are that's beard hairs that are near my nose. Those are beard hairs that are near my nose, right? Now I got to add this to the stream again. Anyways, this actually happened with SHIB. Listen, you know how I feel about it. Obviously, SHIB is a trader's dream. Somebody was making the argument with me yesterday that SHIB has 10 more use cases than any other coin. And I was like, name them. And he started naming a bunch of ideas that SHIB had that were copies of other things and got to like 4. Listen, maybe SHIB will become the ecosystem of the future, but to me, it's a massive, massive FOMO pump that you should absolutely have taken advantage of if you were in early, but like, don't get caught up believing that this is like a long-term investment. Let's take a look at the chart. This actually looks like bullish consolidation after a move up, although I would honestly, like we saw it kind of with Doge. Maybe it continues up and flips this high again. That's where you would want to enter this, by the way, at this point. But would anybody be equally surprised if it just kind of did this like Doge did? I wouldn't be surprised. I think that, maybe this money starts to flow into other dog coins we don't even know about yet. Flocky and shit. Like, I don't know. Something flocky, wacky, waka flocka coin. Here, maybe you draw this on SHIB and you say like, hey, man. Yeah, that's not even it right there. And if this breaks, I'm back in. But I don't know, man. But crazy. I wish I had made 4.8 billion fictitious dollars on this. Speaking of irrational pumps, guys. Oh, we still got the nose hair thing up here. My God. Play to earn Squid token rockets 35,000% in 3 days. I don't know if these are top signals. Back in May, the Doge pump was a top signal. Meme coins pumping, Coinbase being the #1 app. We have all those things again right now. I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm feeling a little cautious here, honestly, that shit's getting irrational on the retail normie side again. But play to earn Squid token rockets 35,000 in 3 days. Token buys entry to an online game inspired by Netflix hit show Squid Game. Yeah, I totally want to buy entry into the Squid Game so that I can get shot in the face for playing red light, green light. Although I've told you guys over and over again, I would have won the Squid Games. I have that level of self-confidence. I would have won that shit, like, hands down. Those people were kind of acting like pussies. Their mental game was not tight. I'm a trader. I could do that. But anyways, yeah, you obviously anyone can buy in. They can play the Squid Games, but that has nothing to do with the coin doing this. Now, the only chart I could find for Squid was versus wrapped BNB. So this is against BNB wrapped, but I mean, this is what it's done. This is a 4-hour chart. Down here it was, 0.60. Now we're up to 0.013. 35,000% gain in 3 days. 35,000. Yeah, me too. Feeling cautious. Laser eyes are coming back. We're on that we kind of got that vibe. Right. People can't sell Squid. There's no liquidity for any of this shit, but it goes up. But I'm not pointing this out because I'm telling you to buy into these coins. I'm not. I'm actually telling you that these are like crazy warning signs. They're like lottery tickets, and you should be very, very, very careful. Here's why Cryptopunk sold for $530 million. $500 million NFT sale on chain. Analysts say it may have just been an elaborate publicity stunt. Obviously. First of all, they're not worth that much. Beeple's record sale was 69 million. There's like 8 times bigger than that. Right? But it happened. But why did it happen? Well, it seems like the person was absolutely trolling. Seems rare was what he put on the blockchain when he did it. And it seems that somebody did an elaborate scheme to sell this to themselves just for the lulz. And maybe to launder some money. I'm not saying they were laundering money, but I'm saying like maybe to launder some money. But yeah, it's crazy right here. Flash loan as much as you can. List your punk for an insane amount. Buy it. Other account gives you the ETH back. Repay. Right? That's exactly what they think happened here. So yeah. So basically, there you go. The $139,000 ETH hash mask did the exact same thing before. So just so you guys know, CryptoPunks are not worth $500 million. Neither is anything else. Facebook changes name to Meta in embrace of virtual reality. We can celebrate the fact here that we will never have to hear the word Facebook again. That's good. That's good. But I'm not sure that we want the metaverse being dominated by Facebook. I give them credit for pivoting. Listen, all Facebook has to do is keep doing what they're doing. You know, like if Facebook wants to continue being one of the biggest companies in the world, all they have to do is like allow my crazy high school friends to talk about COVID and political conspiracy theories all day and just make that money. That's a money printer. That's a business that's never going to stop. You just like let that dude who was like bad at high school football and peaked like Uncle Rico, you just let him tell me about the microchip in my brain and advertise to him. That works. But now we get to do that in the metaverse. But I actually, guys, I pulled up the video here. I've showed this. I'm going to, give you 2 minutes of your life if you haven't seen this, but it's pretty interesting. Pretty cool, honestly. This is what they had here. Let's look.
Imagine you put on your glasses or headset and you're instantly in your home space. It has parts of your physical home recreated virtually. It has things that are only possible virtually. And it has an incredibly inspiring view of whatever you find most beautiful.
Little blurry.
Hey, are you coming?
Yeah, just gotta
My
find something.
internet's still kind of a little weak, obviously. Sorry, it's a little blurry, but you'll check it out anyways.
Where? All right, perfect.
Boy.
Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
Mark. What's up, Mark?
Whoa, we're floating in space? Who made this place? It's awesome.
Right? It's from a crater I met in LA.
This place is amazing.
Boz, is that you?
Of course it's me. You know I had to be the robot, man.
I thought I was supposed to be the robot.
Whoa.
You know, guys, this is too pixelated and blurry, but you get the idea. They're playing cards in the metaverse. You know, you call someone, show you real things. Everything you do, you can interact with people as if you're sitting there together. Zuckerberg chose his own outfit that he's always wearing when he could have been anything, which is so Zuckerberg. So Zuckerberg. But, you know, like one of his friends and there was a robot. People are flying around. They're playing cards or dealing stuff. I'm curious, what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this? Do you think that Facebook should make this pivot? It's a huge risk. It's a huge risk. They're going all in on the metaverse. They're going to start trading as MVRS on December 1st. They're not going to be Facebook anymore. Like this is a full rebrand. This is a full rebrand. What do you guys think of it? Yeah, I know. Everybody, this is like the Elon. Yeah, everybody's talking about this in Israel. It's actually it's in the news that, yeah, Meta in Hebrew means dead. Fitting thing. Don't think it's going to work. It will fail. That's what you guys think here. Yeah. How egotistical to star in his own commercial. Like, dude, sit down. I don't know. They could have gotten Matt Damon. Matt Damon. That's from Team America. We're going to talk about Matt Damon in a minute. But let's keep going. But when this happened, when Facebook, I mean, we all knew it was happening, but they announced the name Meta. Everything metaverse in crypto started to pump, right? Everything metaverse in crypto started to pump. Decentraland, Mana up 44% as metaverse tokens surge in wake of Facebook's Meta rebrand, right? Decentraland is awesome. You go and you buy land in the metaverse, but they've been at this for like 5 years, right? And they've been selling land and doing this. It's extremely cool. So like, this is not new. Facebook's just co-opting it and making it centralized. Wow. I hadn't looked at this chart. So this was actually right here, I think about $1.15 when I put out the newsletter this morning. I included this as a trade because I saw this volume. And I said, listen, it's already pumped. But much like that ascending channel for Bitcoin, you have the EQ here of this channel, right? Perfect channel. Down, up, down. You want them to be alternating. But I mean, this is a perfect channel. Perfect resistance, perfect support. Broke this line at $1.10. It was right there. And breaking above the EQ. I did not expect that by the time I did this stream 2 or 3 hours later that it would already have come right up to the all-time high and hit the top of the channel. But it did just do that. It made the move up to $1.50. That was like a 40-something% move since the newsletter this morning after it had already pumped. But yeah, you can see that this is a real move. I mean, look at this volume. It's probably the largest volume. Oh, we used to have bigger volumes, but by the time this day closed, it will be that big, right? And I guess there was a wick to a higher high, but that's on Kraken. You know, Kraken's a wick fest. But this is massive, right? And this stuff, I think, is here to stay. This looks like a buy the dip opportunity. Mark Cuban's Dallas Mavericks giving away Bitcoin for 48 hours. This is in a partnership with maybe my favorite company in the crypto space, Voyager. Long ago, they used to be a sponsor of the newsletter when I started it. And they were my first sponsor even before I started my podcast. That's because I met them in Vegas right when they launched. I was speaking with Charlie Shrem in Las Vegas at World CryptoCon, and they were launching, and I met these guys. And I just started using it. And a few months later, we got to talking. I was like, I love it. Like, can we do something? And they came on as a sponsor. And they've been where I invest in crypto ever since, where I hold Bitcoin. You can trade there and earn interest while you're doing it. It's incredible. But they did a huge deal with the Dallas Mavericks, a 5-year partnership. And part of that is giving away crypto to people. Here you go. Fans who download the app, create an account with promo code MAVS100, deposit $100 and make one trade, can receive $100 in free Bitcoin for the next 48 hours. And yes, they have a waiting list, but they say they will honor anyone who's on that list. So that's how that works. But this shit's epic, right? I don't know if you saw this, but look, there's Voyager all over the Mavs stadium, and they gave a dude a chance to win $100,000 with a half-court shot. Can you guys see this? Let's see. Check out what happened. You won't be able to hear it, but you should be able to see it. Nailed it. The dude absolutely nailed it. Hit a $100,000 shot with Voyager like all over the arena. Sam Bankman-Fried, right? Sponsoring everything. Tom Brady, Trevor Lawrence, Big Papi, Miami Airlines Arena. Now everything in the Dallas Arena is Voyager. We are absolutely mainstream, and you love to see it. Speaking of Voyager, Alameda Research, that's Sam Bankman-Fried, pumped $75 million funding into Voyager to do NFTs and explore crypto derivatives, right? Imagine if we see crypto derivatives come to a major United States exchange, not named Kraken, where you have these huge wicks, and an NFT platform there, but $75 million. I know that's a drop in the bucket for Sam Bankman-Fried, but that's a huge infusion of capital. Clearly, we are going mainstream. Let's take a look at the VGX chart. Not much to see here, unfortunately, because as you know, forever, the only way you could chart VGX was as BQX, because VGX actually was Ethos token, and then when Voyager wanted to tokenize, they basically bought that token and started there. So we only have price history going back to September. But you can see we have this massive Chad candle yesterday, looking for a retest potentially of this blue line before heading up. But I think that this news should carry weight and continue going forward. But yeah, man, how awesome is it seeing this crypto stuff everywhere? Like I turn on SiriusXM. It's like sponsored by FTX, the best place to go buy your cryptos. Like a guy listening to Fantasy Sports Radio. That shit's on there every single day. Everywhere you look, they're going to have Super Bowl commercials. Would you have imagined, like seriously, like maybe you guys did, maybe you guys imagine this, but like this is like, we always talked about and joked about mainstream adoption. This shit is here. It's real and it is absolutely happening. Absolutely happening. You guys are doing an ETH. You guys are doing ETH. Oh, I don't know, man. I thought something was happening exciting on ETH because you guys were all screaming ETH over here. Anyways, Matt Damon is the face of crypto.com. Matt Damon, how you like them apples? Oh, my God, I should have gotten that soundbite. Instead, I'm stuck with this.
Oh, no. We suck again.
I should have gotten Matt Damon and how you like them apples. I got a number. How you like them apples. That's Goodwill Hunting for you that are young and don't know anything about that. Yeah, guys, I mean, these are mainstream commercials here. If I can get the if it's high res enough, let's look at the Matt Damon commercial. Let's take a look.
Is filled with almosts.
Not working.
With those who almost adventured, who almost achieved, but ultimately, for them it proved to be too much. Then there are others, the ones who embrace the moment and commit. And in these moments of truth, these men and women, these mere mortals, just like you and me, as they peer over the edge calm their minds, and steel their nerves with 4 simple words that have been whispered by the intrepid since the time of the Romans. Fortune favors the brave.
First of all, when he said four words, that was the greatest opportunity in history for someone to go, buy the fucking dip. Fortune favors the brave. I like it, though. That was an epic commercial. Matt Damon is in this for a very long time. Huge. More mainstream adoption, guys. You got to love it. You have to love it. What if he had said that, though? What if he had been like, yeah, my internet sucks, man. I know. We're struggling over here. You guys got it. Yeah, there it is. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, man? I'm here. I'm here, right? Matt Damon. Matt Damon. Matt Damon. Well, seriously, though, what if he had been like, go buy some SHIB? 4 words since the beginning of time. How about them apples? Come on, man. That's a good commercial. It's not for us. It's for the normal people. It's a good commercial. Come on, guys. I have the best internet that is available here. I do. It's the best. It just kind of sucks. It is what it is. Go ahead. Send me a download link. Let's get them better internet. Anyways, guys, that's it. That's it. And this is my last stream of the week. I will not be around this afternoon. Friday afternoons have been taking a hit. It's not really a thing at the moment. Not really a thing at the moment. I mean, do you guys like Musk's satellite internet is super weak. Does not have good upload speeds. You guys want me to get Starlink? It's not that great. It's not that great, guys. It's not that great. You're welcome, Stark Noodles. Yeah, Emery likes my shirt. Florida Gators are going to get their asses absolutely handed to them by the Georgia Bulldogs tomorrow. I used to go to that game every year, but not this time, bro. Anyways, guys, it has been an absolute pleasure. I'll be around on Twitter and everything, of course, but for the next live stream, I will see you on Monday morning. Peace.